All right, well, we're in Torrance, California. It was, for a long time, one of the biggest hotbeds for racing around here. We have El Brockes around here. We used to have Ascot Racing down the street. And you used to have Lions Drag Strip. And there was a lot of influence with the hot rod community in this area. And it's all like dissipated. As soon as the real estate values went up, all the racers got kicked out. Where we come into play to this is we grew up after all that cool stuff, and we just used to hear a lot of stories about it. And when I was a kid, I used to hear the race cars at Ascot and everything else, and you know, but I never knew what it was. I just heard a lot of buzz and bees. We started the shop in 2003, more or less, because we were unemployed. And we were working out of our parents' yards back and forth, and eventually that kind of got old with them because like my mom had new concrete and we had red overspray over it, and his dad's really likes his place clean, and and Jack and I met at a car show.
It was me and two other of my buddies. We went to a lowrider show, you know, and three of us were white.
It's kind of funny because we were into like customs and hot rods, and we were both at a lowrider car show. And it was just kind of funny because we met through a mutual acquaintance, and we kicked it off pretty well because everything was based around cars.
The car club he was with, they wouldn't leave the harbor area. Like if, you know, it was 5 miles from their house, they wouldn't go. Too far.
We weren't into the same music. We weren't into the same anything. We just liked similar cars. You know, that was our thing, and we liked to drive. And so my brother and I used to hang out once in a while with him, and we'd do stuff, and then, you know, he'd go to Paso Robles. We're like, fuck, that's something we'd like to do.
I think he was from the Shredders at the time, which was a Wilmington car club. And yeah, we just met and was like, oh, you're in the same shit? Okay. And then we started doing car shows together, and I think we went to Vegas once together, and what was the other one? Bulletproof. We did a Bulletproof together.
So we started working on stuff together. We eventually figured, you know, we either got to get a legit job or either find a shop or get a legit job so we can finally do something with this.
And got the shop over at Gasoline Alley. The problem was because we had no credit, they wanted the first and last plus an extra 2 months.
We had no credit. We had a little bit of money saved, but you know, and the thing is, I was 26 and he was 24. And it's like, whenever we went somewhere to rent something, they looked at us like, okay, so what do you have for collateral and stuff? So pretty much what happened is we got about $5 grand together, begged, borrowed, stole, and everything. And then 4 of it went to pay for first, last, and an extra month's deposit. So that was awesome.
I had like Craftsman tools, like maybe a spray gun that I had just because of the other, you know, my other shop. Like we didn't have a compressor. I think we borrowed Edgar's compressor from his dad's house.
The upside of this is that we were slowly creating our own customer bases because we were in the medium that we were servicing cars that were within our friends and everything else, so that worked out pretty well. Through the last almost 10 years that we've been open for business, like legitimately open, our friendship has changed as well. Before we used to just be very like, okay, we'd meet up and we do work on cars and then we'd go home or we go to a car show and hang out, but it wasn't even really hanging out as much because we were burned out from working on stuff. It's funny because when we're both standing there, we're literally like, it sounds super gay, but we're finishing each other's sentences because, I mean, we spend more time with each other than our old ladies do. And it's not really gay, it's not really, maybe it's partially, but no, but you know what? It's when two people. Oh my God, it sounds really bad. When two people. No, but when you get two people that connect on a different level, that oh my God, that sounds like eHarmony right there. You know, but we connected on a different level, and it was cool because I get it, dude. Like you're still stuck on the eHarmony part.